Lords, ladies, and ladies. Everyone here, let's gather around, gather around. Oh, yes, yes. So, we are on the precipice of the start of the poop show! Woo! I feel like we need some pre-show music. That was really good. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah.
I have another song in mind. If you can figure out the words, sing along. I think you can help me. No, 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 poop show!
I got it.
Yeah, no, 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 poop show! Poop show! Poop show! Everyone!
Poop show!
Excellent! Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, before we begin, I do have a very important, very vital, very serious question I have to ask all of you. Do I have anything on me? Is there anything on my clothes?
No, you're good, you're good.
Are you sure? What about here?
Beautiful.
Or here?
Maybe a little bit of poop.
A little bit? A little bit of poop?
Maybe just a little.
Wonderful! Let's get started.
Woo! Okay.
Hello, my friends. My name is Franklin Fertilizer, and I'm a dung farmer. Yes, I come from a long line of dung farmers. I studied poop. My father studied poop. Even my father's father's father studied poop. You can say it runs in our genes. I know what you want. It's a crap joke. You gotta get with it.
It's shitty, but I'll accept it.
Well, you're probably wondering, what could you learn from studying poop? The answer
You said it.
is so much, my friends. So today we're going to learn about the feces of various species. For example, this here is bear poop. Now, a lot of people think bear poop would smell bad, when really they eat a lot of nuts, they eat a lot of berries, so it can come out smelling rather plain. But, if a bear eats something but strawberries, and this is true, its poop can smell like strawberries. So, next time you're in the woods on a hike or a stroll, and you see a big, fresh, steaming pile of bear poop, be sure to stop and smell the strawberries. Or run, because the bear's in the area. Or, on date night, put a little here, a little here, a little here. Keep pitching that to Old Spice. I never hear anything back. Everyone, this is my assistant for the day, Val. Say hi, Val.
Hi, Val.
All right, Val. I have a question for you. During your most recent bowel movement, did your droppings look more like this or more like this? Questions you didn't think you'd be asked today, especially by someone who's not a doctor. Oh, very good. You see, when it comes out very smooth or sausage shape, that's the signs that you're eating the right things, or at least in a healthy moderation. Everyone give Val a round of applause for having a good healthy poop. But it's very true. What you eat is responsible for what you make. For example, before I was kicked out of the privies, because reasons, I collected a nice sample of privy patron poop. Yes, privy patron poop. Now, you notice, I was so fascinating to study. I didn't realize you patrons defecate at the sound of a bell. I believe it's called a Taco Bell. Comes out as a real Baja Blast. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you patrons don't like talking about your poop. I believe it's called trauma dumping. But you see, another thing I love about my job is that I get to travel. For example, I was recently in what's that area with all the kilts and the bagpipes? Scotland! Yes, I was just in Scotland. You see, with the kilts, you don't even need to drop your drawers. You can just poop as you walk. Meaning you get a wonderful collection of Scottish poop. Or as I like to call it, McNuggets. I was also recently in Australia where I collected kangaroo poop. Yes, I love kangaroo poop because it's bouncy and you get it from a man down under. But these are very common places. I've been to more unique lands as well. For example, one day I was out in the woods, sniffing the bear poop, and I found this. You want to pass this around, Val? Now this, my friends, is fairy poop.
Fairy poop.
Yes, notice the colors, notice the sparkles. Fairy poop is very hard to obtain, as fairies only poop once every 1,000 years. So I want you to think about it. Those teeny tiny fake creatures have to hold in big colorful poops for that long. Really explains why they're so ornery all the time. can turn a Tinkerbell into quite the Stinkerbell. But I knew this was special. I had to show it off, and not just to anyone, but the king. So I got on my boat, which I called the floater, and I set sail. Found some unique samples at sea as well, including mermaid poop. Gotta pass this one around now? Of course. Mermaid poop. Yeah, notice how pretty, notice how colorful and sparkly it is. Now, mermaid poop is in many ways the opposite of fairy poop. You see, fairies, as discussed, poop once every 1,000 years. Mermaids, however, they poop all the time! Because they have a human stomach and a fish stomach, so they're just going. And late at night, when you're at sea, you can hear the mermaid siren song. Ha ah ah ha ah ah. Plop. Little Mermaid, big poops. So I got on the shore, but I couldn't find the kingdom. Thank you, Val. I got a little lost. I don't know, there was a brown smudge on my map. It could have been anything. And I wound up in a very scary cave, where I found this sample. Now let's deduce this deuce. You see, we noticed some metal and a shield. What has metal and a shield? A knight, right? But a knight wouldn't poop that out. That doesn't make sense. So what eats knights? Dragons. Yes, this, my friends, is dragon poop. And you know what they say about dragon poop? When there's dragon poop nearby, that means there's a dragon. So I became face to face with this large, scaly, intimidating creature. And I knew I had to defend myself. But how? Well, my friends, I'm very big on poop in the art of warfare. How to use one's dung to torment their enemies. You know, you can fling it at them, monkey style, or often called a scatapult. Or you can put some on a bow and arrow, shoot it at them, and get them infected. Personally, I decided to make my own version of all these together. It's my own personal, portable poo projectile. So I shook, aimed, hit the dragon with my shooter. Nice reflexes, everybody. And it flew away in disgust. So I was able to escape the cave, found the kingdom, and I showed the king all my samples. He was so impressed, he gave me his daughter's hand. And in her hand was her poop. Woo. Yes, this, my friends, is genuine princess poop. Woo. Notice the rubies, notice the sparkles. Now, a princess has to eat a lot of it for it to come out like that. So it's very painful going in, even worse going out. But you can wear it on your head and be a pretty poopy princess. Now, as much as I love showing my samples today, and as they do too, I do need some help with a few things, because I'm here looking for an apprentice. Because much like Val, I'm always needing a good number 2. And you know, we need a few other ones as well. So, let's see, I do need help with some projects. Let's see, who wants to help me first? How about you, sir? Come on, what's your name?
Randy!
What's your name? Randy? Everyone say, hi, Randy!
Hi, Randy!
All right, Randy, can you tell me what this is?
Toilet paper.
Toilet, I'm sorry, toilet what?
Paper.
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
What do you use toilet paper for?
To clean yourself after you poop.
To clean yourself after you poop. Okay, what do you do when you're done cleaning yourself after you poop?
You throw it in the toilet.
Wait, you throw your poop away? No, you need to keep your poop to grow, to fertilize, to sell things. All right, personally, us dung farmers, we believe that TP, or toilet paper, is used as a form of ribbon dancing to celebrate successful poop. And that's what Randy, right? That's what Randy will be doing today. They'll be doing the best TP ribbon dancing. All of you will be cheering him on, and I will be providing music with my most favorite instrument, the bedpan. Are you ready, Randy? Yeah. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Another one grabs the dung! Another one grabs the dung! Poop Party Club! Randy is dancing at the Poop Party Club! Sweet Caroline! Big finish! Let's get up for Randy! A wonderful two-time performance. Now we need help from someone very brave. Let's see. How about you? Yes.
Here, put my items down. I'm the holder.
Well, you're beholden to help us. And what's your name?
Nicole.
Nicole, everyone say, hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole!
All right, Nicole, well, you know, we've seen a lot of lovely shields here at Fair today, right? Well, we have another one here. But this one goes on your face. Now, you see a lot of lovely gowns here at Fair, right? Sure. Yes, there we go. It's like Cinderella. We just need all the Disney birds, you know, singing along. Yeah, so we got a lovely gown, right? How's Nicole looking? Very cutesy, very mindful, very demure, very demure. So Nicole is helping us with something very important. Because earlier, we saw how this worked on a dragon. Now we're going to see how this works on a human. Oh, man, you have the honor.
Is that scientific?
All right.
I'm telling your wife.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Ready? And pause! Pause! You see, you know, if this was a movie right now, Nicole would be like, yep, that's me. Actually, not quite. She'd be more like, yep, that's me, all right. You're probably wondering how I wound up in this situation.
I have a question.
I can answer all poop-related questions after the show.
Okay.
But if you don't want to end up like Nicole, I'm going to need a lot of time and resources to train them properly.
I see.
So I will be accepting donations after the show. Anything's appreciated. For a donation of $5, you get to take home your very own poop show sign.
Yeah.
And it is much like value. Oh, that's this got some great modeling there. And if a donation of $10, you can actually have your own mermaid poop. That's not paying the bells.
Is mermaid poop?
Everybody, are you ready?
Yeah.
Nicole, are you ready? Too bad! Let's get that drum roll going! Get ready? Aim, fire! Oh, let's get up for Nicole! And girls' aiming skills. Thank you again, my friends. If there's one thing you could get from this very weird show, I want you to realize that science, art, history, even the music creativity itself can be found anywhere. Whether you pick it up from the grass or pull it out of your bottom. Thank you again. Thank you again. I can answer all food-related questions, or if you want to take photos of me, my samples, my signs, or make a donation. Thank you again, and remember, my friends, happy dropping. Thank you. Thank you.